Welcome back. I am currently presenting to you the most updated version of our family tree from the Plum Tree app. So here we are in the bottom left corner with Josephine. And here is her home. The first thing I did, of course, was check if we can harvest other people's money trees, but the answer is seemingly no. I mean, right now it just says you have to travel to that lot, but I'm thinking the answer is no. Regardless, Josephine's aspiration is to go to university. So we are enrolling her currently in a history degree. And I thought about giving her an elective, but none of them really appealed to any interests I have for her. So we are just going all history all the way. And it's actually pretty cheap because she got a really big merit scholarship. So that's nice. And yeah, so here is also the home I built for her. I have a speed build up on my channel where I built this. Honestly, nothing in this house matches, and I'm not even sure if that was on purpose or not. So here's to my excellent building skills. And now she is going to do her homework. She is in, 4 classes, so she is going to do 4 bouts of homework before her classes in the morning. She also has to take 2 finals, do a presentation, and submit a term paper. So that will come up as well. And her aspiration now calls for her to attend 3 guest lectures and also get an A in class, along with, her research and debate skill, which we already got up when she was a teenager. And then, as you can see, my computer did the thing that it always does when I try to travel, and we are on the fast speed. And time is just going by without me having any control over it. And she is going about her life. She's eating a meal. She's doing stuff. And still, we're waiting to travel. Here we go. So I am just sending her to the university area so that I can check out when the guest lectures are. I couldn't remember when, like, what the timing of was that. So I wanted to go check that out, see if, when we have to show up to go to a lecture. And the answer is 5 to 7 p.m. So now I am going to send her back to Newcrest, but go to her parents' house to see if we can harvest their money tree. Because, that would be nice. 8,000 simoleons just for going to visit your parents. So I can get behind that. Unfortunately, we are still unable to harvest their money tree despite being on their lot, which is a bummer. But, she's just got to learn to live with it. She has her own money tree. It's not fully grown yet, but hopefully it will yield us plenty of simoleons. And the term is starting, so she'll have school soon, but she's just, chit-chatting with some people here. And I'm going to send her home. It's actually kind of annoying that we're in this neighborhood and she can't be right next door, but that's besides the point. And she has school starting right now. So she's going to go to this class, and then it is followed up immediately by another class. And we're going to have her take notes so that she can get good grades. My next thought is who to invite out on a date for Love Day, but she has no one that she can invite out on a date. So then my next thought was who's going to be the baby daddy of the next heir. And I was thinking about several options. She's non-committal, so she's not going to get married. And also, I kind of wanted to think of who is going to be able to give us good child support. And I decided that Father Winter here was a good option because, one, he lives forever, so he'll always be paying child support. Two, his children get a special trait, so that's exciting. And our heir can have that special trait. So we are just, getting to know him a little better. Honestly, we have no strings attached woohoo on from MCCC, but I figured it might be nice to just, you know, some interaction, not just invite them over and be like, hey, you want to woohoo? Okay, okay, let's do it. Instead, have them get to know each other a little bit. So there's that. And it was actually really hard to get him to woohoo because he kept walking away. And then when she tries it right here, we try again. And she's flirty, so there's really no problem. But they do their first kiss, and then he gets in the bed and goes to sleep. They don't even woohoo. So I don't even know what happened there. And I was like, did I miss the woohoo? No, there's no pregnancy test there, so that's a no. So I just, she can't wake him up either. So I reset him and then tell him, get back in that bed. And so, oh, no, into the hot spring. And that doesn't work either. So then we go get him again and say, get into the bed. She says, come stay the night with me and get into that bed. I don't know why it was so hard, but it took a few tries before we could get him to do that. And there you go, eating for two. So our air is in the oven, and in the meantime, we are going to have Josephine work on her homework. So there's that. She went to two classes today, so she now has two assignments for homework. And of course, he eats out of her fridge and then leaves his dirty plate on the table. Whatever. So also I am going to queue up her working on her term paper. So she needs to do that. And we want to get good grades. We want to study hard, so we're not plagiarizing anything. So she is working hard on that paper currently. And I am just going to skip ahead to having her now edit the paper. So, it's not too exciting just watching her sitting at the computer. But she is now editing her paper. And surprisingly, one round of edits does it. I wonder if that's because of her high skill levels. That's definitely a possibility. But so we have her submit the paper and then start working on her presentation. I have no idea what this presentation is on, but it seems to be about some guy. And of course, I check on the money tree every 5 seconds. You know how it is. And yeah, so we're just going to work on her needs a little bit. She's hungry. So she's going to cook some breakfast before. Actually, I think, yeah, it's Saturday, so no classes for the weekend. So it's actually nice that she had plenty of time to work on her presentation, work on her paper before her next class. I think the weekend is a good time to utilize those. And also, I'm kind of regretting not putting a bathroom on the second floor, but that's fine. She can go downstairs. I also kind of regret how I set up the master bathroom because everything is kind of in the way of the toilet. But we'll come back to that later. So I have her visit her parents' house again. And I am actually trying to get her into the house, and we're checking on the money tree one more time. Just because I wanted to be sure, but it really looks like we're not going to be able to harvest it. So that's fine. She went to go visit her parents. They were surprised she actually stopped by, but she only stopped by for a moment before she leaves. And we are going to head back to the university town. Is it Brychester, or is that just the name of the college? Anyway, we are going back to the university town and going to attend a guest lecture. So she arrives in the common, and we are still just a smidge early, which is fine. So she is just going to hang out a little bit here in the common building, common area. What is this called? I don't know. So she is just hanging out, and then as soon as the clock strikes 5, she is going to go to that guest lecture. So she heads in there, and her lecture that she is going to is on legal studies, and she just got out of it there. I just skipped ahead, but the lecture is for law, and that is what she is going to try and be in the future. So that is why I chose that lecture for her. But now she's going to head home. And I'm just going to cut the loading screen. Wow, my computer was struggling today. The loading screens took forever. So I just am taking care of her needs again. She's going to go to sleep, not take a nap. She's going to sleep. And then go to the bathroom and then eat something. So that is good there. She also is not seeming to enjoy being pregnant very much. She has morning sickness, but she is going to eat her invisible meal. And that is good because she still needs to work on her presentation. It is of poor quality. So she's going to do that. And honestly, this pregnancy is going by really fast. So I guess that's a good thing. I put 4 single beds in this house so she can have 4 children. I mean, imagine how much child support we would get if she had 4 children. That could be good. That could be very good. And I mean, she doesn't really pay much for college. So I'm thinking that the way we're going to get to 500,000 simoleons by the time we're done with this generation is going to involve a lot of child support checks, which I can totally get behind. I mean, we have to have at least one kid anyway for the legacy challenge. Why not get paid for it, right? And we have our money tree, which, takes kind of forever to mature, but that will start raking in the dough for us as well. So lots of simoleons to look forward to. And now we are just checking on the presentation because you can only do the presentation at a certain time of day during a weekday, like only during school hours. I think it's like 8 to 5 or something. But since another day has gone by, we are going to go and attend another guest lecture. So there's that. So here we are. She really has to pee. It comes with being pregnant. And we're early again, but it's good to be early because my game does a thing where time continues to move even though we're not traveling. So this is good. She's going to attend another law guest lecture, which is good for her. And as soon as that is over, she is going to head over here and practice her singing because it is new skill day and we want to work on a new skill. So she is going to come over here and sing a little song and, make her new skill day successful. So that was nice. And then she's going to introduce herself to this guy over here because, it's good to know plenty of people, especially if we are on the search for baby daddies. So that's good. We just met him and she gave him a flirty introduction. So there was some hearts involved. But now she is just going to head home. So here we are. And she is, still having to go to the bathroom every 5 seconds. So there's that. And she is also hungry. I was going to have her make a group meal so she can just put leftovers in the fridge, but she decided that she didn't want to do that. So, oh wait, maybe she does. Maybe that was the last time I tried to have her cook. Yeah, okay, maybe that's what happened. I tried to have her cook last time and she just got a yogurt out of the fridge instead of doing what I told her to do. So, but she did it this time, so that is good. And now she is going to clean up after herself. And don't the curtains look like they're different colors even though they're the same colors? Anyway, um, yeah, so she is going to use the restroom again and then go to sleep for the night. She has class starting in a couple of hours, so that is a good way to, reset for the day. And here she goes off to class, working hard. And we are skipping ahead to when she gets home from class. She had two classes right in a row. So then she came home and just kind of wandered off there. But that's fine. Just checking her class schedule. And she has now two homeworks to do from her two classes that she just went to. So she actually comes over here by the roller rink to do that. A nice change of scenery to do her homework. And now I am just going to rearrange her bathroom because I think it did not work at all in the end because you can't see the toilet, and every angle you go to, the toilet is not visible. So I just kind of reversed the room where now the shower is on that side and the toilet and the sink are on the other side so that you can actually see them from that angle. There it is. Good. So that is that. And she goes into labor right as I'm sending her to the bathroom and then wets herself. So, that's typical. I sent her to the hospital because we did not buy a crib. And we name our heir, our first boy heir, Griffin. So, welcome to the family, Griffin. He is a little baby and he is our first male heir. So, that is pretty exciting. Of course, the first thing we do is age him up because I don't like babies. And he has her hair, I think, because it's black. I mean, I don't know what his hair was like before it was gray, so I guess I can't really say, but he looks pretty light skinned. I think today the patch came out to fix the genetic skin tone thing, and I'm not sure if I actually um, got that in there before I started playing earlier today, so oh well, that's fine. Especially since the alternative is that I do have the patch and it didn't work. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's very possible that that is what happened with the genetics, and maybe he's not as light as he looks. But that's fine. Um, now, what is she doing? I don't even know what she's doing. I think I just let her have free reign here. I was looking for a potential another baby daddy since that is what we decided to go with. And I'm just checking out some of the other Sims. And some important qualities in the father of one of our children is that he is young enough that he won't die soon. And I think that's about it because I'm actually not sure how child support is actually calculated on MCCC. I don't know if it's by our household or by their household. So, anyway, she's going to go roller skating with her grandpa. He's not very good at it. She's very good at it. I think it's athletic or something. And I was hoping that some potential love interests might come around, but no one came around. So I sent her back home and to call someone over. So we actually called over some random guy. I can't even remember which one it was. That one. Anyway, I don't even know his name. So we called him over and buttered him up a little bit before making our move. Honestly, I just want her to have the kids kind of early because I don't want to wait for them to grow up. But Griffin will be our next heir, so we have him, and that's really all that matters. Anything else is just a bonus. So she is going to, get this guy to like her. Yep, and that is the child walking around. So that's not embarrassing at all. But yeah, so she makes her move. He is happy to reciprocate. And now she is going to get pregnant with his baby. And that is actually where we are going to wrap up. So we'll probably have the next baby in the next episode here. And so yeah, I mean, we have room for 4 kids, so we might as well have 4 kids. But anyway, here we go. Success. And everything is looking up. She's doing well in her classes. We have the air. The house is built. The money tree is growing. So I think that we are in a pretty good shape. The toddler is making a mess. So, you know, you know how I feel about that one. So, anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one.